ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यभिमहायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ In the Veda, there is an end portion which is called Upanishad, Vedanta. Since it is the end portion, it's called Vedanta. It's not culmination of knowledge, etc. It is the end portion. Positionally, it's the end portion of the Veda. That's called Vedanta, and they are all Upanishad.
Swamiji, you have to put on the video on your side. I think there is no video.
Yes. Kindly come here and just full screen. So, could be here. Here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, now we have.
Yeah. And it talks about something which is really astonishing. Vedanta's teaching is only to draw your attention to your experiences. The whole life is a series of experiences. And we'll be seeing you miss something which is very important in experiences. Very important, which in fact you are searching. Through all your experiences, what you are searching is already present in all experiences. But you miss it. Missing something very important factor in your experiences of the life is the cause of all problems. Amazing thing it is. No experience is possible without I. This much we understand. If there are experiences in my life, at least I am an invariable factor. And what is that I is an issue. We know many things in the world. I know, as a knower, I know many things. But really speaking, I don't know this knower, frankly speaking. That's the issue. That's the issue. This I which is present in all experiences, Vedanta reveals it as a consciousness. No experience is possible without consciousness. That is true. I am consciousness, the self. That I is very immediate. It is not available for as an object of perception naturally. Perception experiences, light, sight, hearing, all experiences. Touch. It's not an object of sight, object of sound. What? I am on the other side, not object but the subject. So I am not an object of perception. I am not an object of inference. I am the one who infers. There is something regarding which I infer. That's an object. So basically, if I am an object of perception, etc., then in that case, perception of a one thing is there right now. That goes away. Something else comes. Something else comes. Even the perception also will go away. But I never go away. If I am object of perception, perception goes away, I also will go away. But that doesn't happen, right? I am very much present as the subject. Inference also, objects of inference go away. If I am object of inference, well, I will go away. That how can be. So neither I am an object of perception, direct perception, neither I am a remote. Inference, remote. I am very much present in all experiences of perception. I am very much present in all experiences of inference, etc. That I is not pratyaksha, perceived. That I is not object of inference, we call paroksha. I am very much immediate, present in all experiences. Vedanta reveals it as something which is of the nature of happiness, nature of existence, nature of silence, which we are searching. What we are searching in life is the moment of silence, right? Moment of peace, moment of joy, fullness. And also, which is totally secure. That I is present in all. I will show you how. And therefore, while it is immediately known, which is not perceived, which is not inferred, that I is very much there. So in all our experiences, Vedanta talks that there are 5 things in any experience. First is asti, is, like experience of a space, experience of a time, experience of me right now, let's say. You are experiencing me. How many factors? 5 factors are there. First is Swami is. Generally with that easiness, we don't bother. In fact, in any statement, every word is meaningful. So is also has a meaning. There is some entity which is denoted by is, but we take it for granted. Is. We never look into that. But there is there. Space is. There is isness of the space, existence of the space. Right? Now, any existence, how will you prove the existence of anything? Well, Swamiji, I am conscious of you right now. You are my object of knowledge, therefore I can say Swami is. Right? So, existence of a Swami presupposes the knownness of the Swami. Knownness. Since the Swami is known, is seen by me, therefore Swami is evident to me, therefore I say Swami is. So isness definitely presupposes knownness. We call bhati, knownness. Or you can say I am conscious of Swami and therefore Swami is. You have to say that way. There is no other way. So existence is proven by knownness. By I being a conscious, prove the existence of the Swami. So these 2 things are there. So I is one to whom everything is evident. Start. Like experience of a space. Space is, because space is evident to I. Clear? I'm conscious of space, you can say, or space is evident to I. Time. Time is. Why? Because time is evident to I. Then you say, well, mountain or galaxy is evident to I. And then, well, you can say Milky Way is evident to I. Sun is evident to I. Moon is evident to I. And well, come to the earth. Earth is evident to I. Ocean is evident to I. Then, well, North America is evident to I. South America is evident to I. Well, New York is evident to I. Long Island is evident to I. Well, the house of Urmilaji is, because it's evident to I. You people are here. All of you are evident to I. Who is this I? To whom everything is evident. Who is this I? Oh, Swami, because everything is, whatever you said, beginning from space, time and everything, is evident to the body. I means body. Means, well, everything is evident to the body and I is equal to body. Therefore, body is not something should be evident to something else. Because everything is evident to the body. Now, body should not be evident to someone else. Am I right? Because ultimately, I is body. It's not true. Your body is very, very evident. Especially when you have a knee pain, when you have a headache, when you have stomach pain. Body is very evident to you. So like all other objects, even the body is also evident to I. Therefore, I is not the body. Am I right? Body is, and the attributes of the body. As you say, well, I am black. The blackness, the attribute of the body is also evident to you. Or I'm tall. The tallness is evident to you. I'm short. Shortness is evident to you. I'm a male. Male body is evident to you. Otherwise, how will you say if body is male and it is not evident to you, you will not say it is male body, right? When you say male body, and you say I'm a man, male body is evident to you. So all attributes of the body are also evident to the I. Therefore, that I must be distinct from the body. Just as when a space is evident to I am not the space. Time is evident to I am not the time. Ocean is evident to me, I am not ocean. Same way, body is also evident to I, therefore I am not the body. The attributes of the body are evident to I, therefore I is not body. Fine. Then who is this I? Who is this I to which even body is evident?
Trying to learn.
That's what it is.
That's the whole gist of the thing.
Yeah. Even eyes, ears, sense organs are evident to you. That's how you go to any specialist. You narrate the condition of your sense organs, not the doctor. He will say, what's your problem? Suppose eyes. You will narrate the condition of your eyes, condition of ears. Means they are evident to you. The condition of the sense organs, eyes, ears, etc. are evident to you. And if he rectifies, right, then also it is evident to me. Yeah, now I am able to see better. Now I am able to hear better, etc. So who is this I? This is not I. That I is not even sense organs. So, well, Swamiji, it's simple. I is mind. Because everything is evident to the mind. Therefore, I am mind. What is mind? Mind is basically all thoughts. And not just thoughts, it's a flow of thoughts. Every thought is momentary. It's momentary. So the whole thing is evident to the mind, evident to the thought, but the thought is momentary. doesn't stay. Then if itself is momentary, everything cannot become evident to that thought because it is just gone. It arises and gone. Yeah. So, well, Swamiji, have you not seen movie? No, I have seen. See, like in a movie, they show an object, but the frames are many. And all the frames have a one object, right? It's continuously running, all the frames, but having the same object. So same way, all the thoughts are like frames, having the same object. Fine, that's correct. But still, that thought is known to you or not? No, thought is evident to you or not? It's evident to you. Even the flower thought, when you pick up a flower and I will show you, you say this is flower. How? Because the light reflects on the flower, light falls on the flower, that reflected light comes to your eyes in a form of a stimulus and enters into the mind in form of a flower image, which is we call flower thought, right? And as the flower thought arises, is it not evident to you? It is evident to you, right? A flower thought is there, it's evident to you. That has gone, now Swami thought has come, that also you know. So even the mind also, as you said, everything is evident to the mind, but the mind itself is evident to you. All the thoughts are evident to you. Therefore, you don't want certain thoughts to arise. And if they arise and you feel they are not going, well, you take help. You take help of others. You know the condition of the mind. Therefore, this I, well, which is quite different from even the mind, to whom even mind is evident, to whom even memories are evident. Memories are evident. Therefore, people talk about their memory to even Swami also. Swamiji, I am very old, nowadays I forget everything. So what you forget also, well, it is evident to you. Few things you forget, it is evident to you. Memory is evident to you. Your emotions are evident to you very well. My God. Go away from this room. Yeah. Anger is arise. You know. Now you can enter. Now I am no more angry, etc., etc. So you know all the conditions of your mind. When the love is there, where compassion is there, towards whom there is an attachment, towards whom there is an aversion, everything is evident to you. So emotions are evident, memory is evident, your forgetfulness is evident to you, your ignorance is also evident to you. Therefore you say, Swamiji, these things I don't know. Right? When I say, do you know this? You said, no, I don't know. So you know that you don't know. It is evident to you. So starting from ignorance to memory, to your forgetfulness, to your senses, to your mind, and well, to the body and the rest of the world is evident to that I. What is that evident? What is that I? What is that I to whom everything is evident? Not only that, because of that everything exists also. I told you before, Swami is. Because you say, Swami is evident to I. I told you already. Because of the knownness of the Swami, you say Swami is. Therefore, well, starting from ignorance to everything is known to you. Known to that I, evident to I, therefore you say, well, everything exists. Amazing thing. Now I ask you one more question. Don't ask, no, just for the sake of discussion. So now everything is evident to that I, because of which, well, we say things are known, things exist. That I, to whom everything is evident, that I is exist or not. Everything is evident to the I. Therefore you say everything is. Okay. But to whom everything is evident, that I exist or not.
Exist.
Wow. It exists?
Exist.
How do you prove the existence of I? How do you prove the existence of I? Swami's existence you proved because you said, well, Swami is evident to I. Now that I, to whom Swami is evident, how will you prove the existence of that I, which proves the existence of Swami? Could you follow what I am saying? Please. How will you prove the existence of I? Which sense organ, which means of knowledge you use to prove the existence of I? Either, well, you prove the existence of Swami because, well, it is evident to you through eyes.
Your senses.
There is a Freedom Tower in New York. It's not right now I am able to see, but I say Freedom Tower is. I inferred, or somebody told me, etc. So I use a means of knowledge, inference, mind, not senses, because not available to senses right now. Not available for a direct perception. Indirect. Indirectly I know, and then I say Freedom Tower is. So everything in the world, I prove the existence of either with the senses, either without senses. Your hunger. You prove its existence. Right? Not by eyes, not by ears, etc. No senses. You directly, through your mind, you prove the existence of the hunger, etc. Or emotions. Emotions are not, we are not able to see the emotion, hear the emotion. They arise in the mind and we know. We ourselves are witness to that. We are witness to our hunger, we are witness to our thirst, we are witness to our emotions. So we prove the existence of everything through knowing, etc., through some means of knowledge. Now I say I exist, fine. Then which means of knowledge I have used to prove existence of I? Amazing thing it is. Right? Have you seen I? No, Swamiji, I see I, therefore it is. I hear I, therefore it is. I touch I, therefore it is. No. No means of knowledge, sense organs, you use to prove the existence. It's a very wonderful thing. So, you don't use any means of knowledge to prove the existence of I. No means of knowledge. Therefore, I could say, well, I may be something which definitely doesn't need to be proven, or its existence need not be proven, because that I is self-revealing. Am I right? If anything which is self-revealing, then you need not prove its existence. You prove the existence of the world because there is sunlight. You prove the existence of sun. Need not be. Sun is self-illuminating. Sun is self-illuminating. To prove the existence of any object, you need sunlight. But to prove the existence of sun itself, you need, because it is self-illuminating. Like that. So basically, since you are self-revealing, therefore, your existence need not be proven through any means of knowledge. Which is not self-revealing, you reveal it through the senses, and then you say it is there. Right? This Swami, this body, is not self-revealing. Therefore, you reveal through your eyes, and you say, well, I know Swami. Swami is evident to I, and therefore Swami is. But this I, whose existence doesn't require any means of knowledge, and yet you know that you exist. You say also, I know Swamiji, I exist. I say, how will you know that you exist? Then you say, this Swami is a crack guy. Yeah, you know you exist. Without any means of knowledge, you know you exist. Therefore, that I must be self-revealing, and therefore, I must be self-existent. Could you follow? So, what is common in all evidence? What is common in all experiences is this consciousness. Like you say, experience of a space. You say space is. I add one thing. Space consciousness is. Am I right? Space. Okay. Well, space is. Then means what? Space consciousness is. Time is. Time consciousness is. Galaxy. You say galaxy. Yeah, galaxy is. How? Galaxy consciousness is. Am I right? Am I making any sense or not? I will tell you what you are really searching in your life is this, which you miss because of some reason that I will tell you later. And therefore, and then earth is, earth consciousness is, ocean consciousness is. Tree consciousness is. North America is, North America consciousness is. South America is, South America consciousness is. New York is, New York consciousness is. Without consciousness, you cannot prove. I told you, I am conscious of New York and therefore say New York is. So New York consciousness is. Long Island is, Long Island consciousness is. Urmila is, house consciousness is. People are here in this room. Well, people consciousness is, are. So people consciousness is, I can say right now, just to say is. You people are sitting, well, because conscious. So people are, well, people consciousness is. Body is, body consciousness is. Eyes are, eye consciousness is. Ears are, ear consciousness is. Memory is, memory consciousness is. Emotion is, emotion consciousness is. Imagine. Knowledge is, knowledge consciousness is. Ignorance is, ignorance consciousness is. Everything. Could you follow what I am saying? What is common in all experiences? All experiences. In a waking state, dream state, all experiences, what is common is this consciousness, which is in the form of is. Space is equal to space consciousness is. So consciousness is the one which is existent in all experiences. Objects of consciousness, they vary. But all objects, existence and consciousness. That existence consciousness is consciousness, or consciousness is common. When you say space consciousness is. On time, you say time consciousness is. What is invariable? Consciousness is. And therefore, basically, I am conscious of space. I am conscious of time. I am conscious of everything. I am conscious of body. I am conscious of eyes. I am conscious of memory. That I is consciousness, whichever is self-existent, self-revealing. That's amazing thing. What is self-existent means its nature is existence. Objects of consciousness, well, they come and go. But I, the consciousness, is ever there. So this is how it should be known. So our view about the I is this self-revealing consciousness, which is of the nature of existence. What is of the nature of existence can never become non-existent. What is the nature of a given thing will never become reverse, because this is nature. Like fire is hot, so it goes together. You say, Swamiji, heat is not there yet, and fire is there. That will not be possible. Yeah, light of the fire may not be there. I am talking about heat. If heat goes away, fire also goes away. And that's its nature. Therefore, existence, if I am self-existent, means, well, there is no reason for me to exist. There is no reason. My existence is not dependent upon anything else. That's called self-existent. And therefore, I am of the nature of existence. Means I never become non-existent. Object of consciousness, object of the self, well, they come and go. Everything comes and goes. Even the body comes and goes. The memory comes and goes. The thought comes and goes. The power in your eyes, senses, etc. also come and go. Right? Everything comes and goes. Even space, time, everything resolves. In a deep sleep state, everything resolves. But you cannot say, Swamiji, I was not there in a deep sleep state. If you were not there in a deep sleep state, then next day, then somebody else must have woken up. You have gone to sleep, but then somebody else will wake up. That doesn't happen. When everything is not there, yet you are there. Space, time, everything goes away. Means your existence is not dependent upon anything else. Otherwise, anything resolves, you will also resolve. If your existence depends upon, like the pot's existence depends upon clay. Suppose you are able to destroy clay. Well, the pot cannot remain. Right? So you are self-existing, self-revealing. Means where is death? Please let me know. Where is death of that self, I? Where is death? Where is non-existence of I? Death means non-existence. People are searching in all their activities. One fear never goes from birth onwards, and that is the fear of death. In fact, I would say it's not even a fear of death. It's a fear of decimation. Someday I will not be there on this earth. The very idea itself brings a fear. What's of the nature of existence can never become non-existent. Where is death? That's what Bhagavan said. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. Nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyah, etc. I don't want to go into that, but this is what? This is what you are searching. Through various experiencing, you are searching immortality, which is invariably there in every experience. That's how I said Vedanta draws your attention to something which is invariably there in all experiences. Any experience. Even your imagination, etc. also. Consciousness will be there. Even in your memory, consciousness will be there. Even in your forgetfulness, consciousness, I will be there. Can never go. Even deep sleep state where time, space, everything resolves, consciousness will be there. That's how you are able to say next day that I did not know anything. Right? That's how you say. I didn't know anything last night. I slept well. I did not know anything. I enjoyed my sleep, etc., etc. Means I, in absence of time, space, and everything, exist. Therefore, my existence does not depend upon anything else. My existence does not depend upon the body. Even the body resolves. Mind resolves. Senses resolve in deep sleep state. But still you are there. Otherwise, if you are the body resolves, you will also resolve. Then whose deep sleep state it is? Whose deep sleep state? No, Swamiji, it's mine. I only slept at 9 o'clock. I only got up. Means that I, which is not the body, mind, senses, because they have resolved, is present. Could you follow what I am saying? So first thing we are searching in our life is security. At any time, why do I love that I should not decimate? Why? Why do I love the existence of I? Why do I love? Whoever is born in this world loves his existence. Think. Any threat to his existence he cannot tolerate. Why do you love your existence? That is how people see that they know that this body is going to die. Therefore, the form is going to die. But the name which is given to this form should continue. That's how people want children. So the name will continue. See? At least you want your existence in terms of name. You know the body is not going to be. Yeah. Or at least some number plate, a name plate somewhere. If I give some donation, will be there. Whoever comes even in the future when I won't be there, still people will know that I was, You love your existence. Why? Why? What's your nature? You love. You love your nature. That's how, basically water, even if you make it hot, it doesn't want to remain hot. As you remove the stove, it cools down. That is its nature. Water wants to give up the heat. Everyone loves one's nature. Existence is your nature, I told you already. Therefore, you love existence. So, very first Purushartha in our life is the goal in our life, Purushartha. Goal of securities. We want securities in our life. At any moment, I don't want any threat to my existence. Right? And which is my own nature. What you search in your every experiences in your life is yourself only. That's where Vedanta draws your attention. And second thing is, as a consciousness, definitely I am limitless. Because even the space and everything, exist because of I, the consciousness, which is self-existent, self-revealing. And therefore it reveals everything. And everything exists also in consciousness. And therefore, I, the consciousness, is limitless. If you say consciousness is 5 feet 8 inches, it becomes an object. It becomes an object. I told you it's not an object. It's in the form of I. Consciousness is not an object of consciousness. That much, right? What is self-revealing? Self-illumining consciousness will be an object of self-illumining consciousness. What is this? Self-illumining. If it is self-illumining, it need not be illumined. Why should I illuminate? It is because it is self-illumining. Therefore, consciousness can never be an object. If it is never an object, what is its dimension? What is the dimension of consciousness? What is its length? What is its breadth? What is its height? What is its form? I am formless consciousness, limitless consciousness, which expresses in every moment of joy as fullness. When I does not lack anything, when I do not have any smallness, that is the inviting experience for you. When you are lacking something, when you are small with respect to anything, you are not happy. You are not happy. In a moment of joy, you are just yourself with dropping of the sense of smallness. That is why even the deep sleep state is an inviting experience. You are ready to give up all objects of pleasure for the sake of deep sleep state. In a deep sleep state, what's your dimension? You are very much there. What's your dimension? No dimension. No, Swamiji, I in a deep sleep state, I saw I am this body. Then you are not sleeping, definitely. I has no dimension. Most inviting experience. 8 hours one sleeps, and that too happily, without enjoying any sense objects. How? How possible? How it is possible? If sense objects give you pleasure, at least deep sleep state must be the most miserable one, because you are not enjoying anything. You are not even enjoying your children. They are there, but you don't enjoy anything. What is the object of joy in a deep sleep state? No. Therefore, I should be most miserable. No. In fact, I am ready at any moment, sometime even in the class, ready. Most inviting experience, where you are only there and joy is there. At least intellectually we can feel that I must be of the nature of joy. That's your second purushartha, second goal of life. Who doesn't want pleasure in life? Who doesn't want happiness in life? 3 types of pleasures are there in the world. One is the happiness or pleasure. One is the intellectual pleasure, which a generally person gains by studying a certain discipline of knowledge. When you study and you gain clarity, you get joy also. Or you solve certain puzzles, you get joy. That's all intellectual pleasures. Then there are second type of pleasures are sensual pleasures. Through your eyes you see something, through your ears you hear music, through you touch something, through you eat something, taste something. So through senses you get pleasure. That's the second type of pleasure. And third pleasure is a few people only have. Very special people. Yeah. Different infrastructure. I'm telling you. Very lucky people. All musicians. All great poets. You enjoy the music and he enjoys the music. Very much different. Very much different. A painter enjoys a painting and you enjoy the painting. Very much different. If you ask me, Swamiji, what do you enjoy in this classical music? I said, what is going on? I just don't know. What is going on? But that person has a certain infrastructure, right? Which can even pick up the subtle joys called aesthetic pleasures. I don't know even taste of you give me any coffee would be good. But that's not the case with everyone. So what is this coffee you are taking? Come with me, I will show you what is real coffee, etc. Like, yeah? A certain infrastructure. All the artists in the world, they are at a different level of a joy, I'm telling you. Different level. Therefore, everyone doesn't have that infrastructure. It's subtle joy to derive. So all the 3 types of pleasures are there. But in any moment of a pleasure for anyone, what is the experience? I am just with myself and with a sense of fullness. Am I right or wrong? Sense of fullness. Nothing lacking. Moment somebody shows that you are lacking in this, you are laughing with a certain joke, and somebody comes and tells, hey, what happened to your front 2 teeth? Because I have lost it, suppose. That's it. That's it. Gone. Why it should go? Why it should go? No, but I am now feeling a lack of a thing. So I am the consciousness which is limitless. Only you experience in a moment of joy, that fullness, which I call fullness. That's your second purushartha in your life. That's how no one is happy with what one has or what one has achieved. No one. You may feel the person has achieved something and great, and therefore, well, he is really having no lack, but it's not so. He is struggling for something higher. Anyways, till person definitely becomes complete. That's how Raymond's complete man. You know what is that? A perfect man or complete man? Something like that. In those days, Raymond used to give that advertisement. A complete man. There is no complete man. Because when you say I am a body, it will have a limitation. Whatever you do, you may lift, you may have a biceps also, that eight pack or eight pack, six pack, six packs. Whatever you do, still you are limited. In terms of knowledge, suppose you say I am mind, intellect, etc. Whatever you know, you will have to say, sorry, I don't know now. What are your level of emotions? Well, you will have a certain limit. How long, Swamiji, how much I should become a compassionate to others? There is a threshold. Everyone has a threshold. So when you equate yourself with this body, mind, sense complex, that I am the body, mind, sense complex, the sense of limitation will never go. But now you know you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the thoughts, you are not the knowledge, you are not the even memory. Right? Everything is evident to you. They derive existence from you actually, and they are revealed by you. You are self-revealing, you are self-existent, lends existence to everything. Well, then I am that consciousness which is self-revealing, self-existent consciousness. If one knows in his life both the Purushartha of security and Purushartha of joy, goes. He has achieved, goes means he has achieved. Yeah, he has achieved. Generally what we are seeking security and happiness through objects. That will never satisfy. That's how people are not satisfied. Nothing can satisfy a person, I'm telling you. Nothing can please a person, I'm telling you. Even your God comes and stays with him. I'm telling you. After 2 days you say, now you go to your room and give us some space. Nothing pleases a person all the time. Nothing in this world. Because basically, I am displeased with myself. When you are displeased with yourself, nothing can please you. When the child is crying, right? And we don't know, so we give one toy. And for a moment it stops and throws away that toy. Then it starts crying. You give another toy. For a moment it stops. So the issue is something else. It continues to cry, throwing away the toys. That's what we are doing. We have a certain desirable toys, we get it, and we throw it. We don't bother also where it is lying in the home. Where it is lying, we don't know also. One wants to become a secure, but how one can become a secure with the objects? Because the objects themselves are time bound. They go away in time. I'm not giving some emotional logic, we should understand this. Our security lies in some person. But it's a fact that the person just leaves, Person goes away. Therefore, what is time bound cannot make you secure. Because they themselves are time bound means insecure. Could you follow? Yeah. So we keep searching, like the Hanumanji was searching, Ram, in every bead. Where is my Ram? Where is this security? Where is this joy? You are searching. This is a struggle. But when Vedanta throws a light, what you are really searching in your life is just yourself. Analyze the experiences properly. You are very much present as consciousness in all experiences. Without you, there is no experience possible. Without consciousness, no experience is possible. And therefore, draws our attention to the invariable, that experiencer, all in all. Not, our attention is to the objects of experience. Vedanta draws an attention to the basis of the experience, which is the I, which is present. Oh, Swamiji, it's wonderful. So now our confusion has gone regarding the I, suppose. It is not gone. I am inviting questions from you. I am inviting questions, don't worry. But I want to say something for which when Urmilaji has told me. There are few people. Should I have to talk about Nididhyasana, etc.? Yeah. So, your view about yourself is this: I am limitless consciousness. And your point of view about yourself is I am a human being, I'm this, I'm a seer, I'm hearer, or I'm engineer, right? I'm engineer, I'm a man. All this is a point of view. Point of view. Identifying with the body, mind, etc. You give this introduction, fine. Transactional, that's fine. Once the confusion goes away, and if you listen to Vedanta for a length of time, then you will not be, there are maybe few people who might be hearing for the first time, suppose. Then you say, Swamiji, we are not having even clarity what you said. Fine. But if you listen for some time, you will definitely understand that yes, I am this invariable consciousness in all experiences, which is self-existent and self-revealing, etc. Or I am limitless consciousness, etc. Everything you will understand. But the moment you go out of the class, immediately, while wearing chappal itself, that limitless consciousness also goes away. I am body. Am I right or wrong? This thing will come. In a class, everything is fine, Swamiji. I am this beautiful self, etc. The moment you wear, definitely you feel again you are the body. So confusion has gone, yet orientation that I am the body continue. So I would like to show you the difference between confusion and orientation by giving an example in my life. Really, it happened. I had a laptop. I bought a new laptop just recently, which also works as an iPad. Means it's a touch screen. You can open the files, etc. on the screen, etc. You can drag the files and everything you can do. Whatever you are doing with the keypad, you are able to do directly on the screen, right? It's a new laptop. Before that, I had a different type of a laptop in which I had to use keyboard. Now, when I bought this new laptop, the person showed me everything. Say, Swamiji, you can even the keypad, you can turn totally like this, and just like iPad is working right now, it can work. And my confusion regarding the whole functioning, etc. of the new laptop is gone. But next day, it really happened. Next day when I started, instead of doing that, I was,
On the keyboard.
the keyboard also turned and I was searching for keyboard. Keyboard, I turned it and put it like this, like right now I have put. And I was searching for keyboard. Not understand, of course there is another keyboard which appears, but I was literally searching that. So why should I search for keyboard? Because it's there itself there is a inbuilt keyboard. At the same time you can even do the functioning without that also, possible. This is called orientation. Confusion regarding the functioning of the laptop has gone, but the orientation of that using that old laptop still continue. I'll give you another example. Sometimes what we do is we have two doors. And both have locks. But you feel the lock which is there on the back door is actually a better lock and it should be there on the front door. And the lock which is there, you should be here. And you interchange the locks. And therefore now keys also have interchange. So this is a key for that. You yourself do that. Oh, this is a key for this lock, this is a key for that lock, etc. But when next day you go out and you come back, I'm invariably the old key only. Right. Third thing which is happening yet after 4 years of staying here, is this right hand drive and left hand drive. It just doesn't go. Here it is, definitely left hand drive and there is a right hand drive. And if it is a left hand drive and if I am in a passenger seat where I should sit on the right side, I always invariably go to the left side. And the person who drives me, I said, Swamiji, go on that side. Yeah. I know what is right, what is left hand drive, right hand drive, no confusion. But orientation. There's a difference. Same way, the confusion regarding your own nature now has gone. But the orientation, long orientation. I am the body, body is I. I am the body, body is I. Earlier, that orientation still persists. And therefore, there is something which is very important to do in order to get rid of this orientation. Even after you gain knowledge. Confusion has gone means you gain the knowledge. Gaining knowledge requires two steps. Self-knowledge. Vedanta talks about you listen to this teaching, exposed to this teaching, and gain the knowledge. Get rid of the confusion regarding I. In course of time, you get a clarity also. Any knowledge grows actually. No one will be clear from the first class. When I studied chemistry, I saw in my life itself that, like especially physical chemistry, etc., I feel I will never understand. And I literally avoided it for some time. Then, you have to appear for exam, you have to give, and then, in those days, there is no need for saying, but I'm saying how knowledge, then I started paying attention, and day by day, attending classes of professors and everything, day by day I found that the confusion regarding this chemistry, etc., has gone. Same way, this knowledge also grows. Not in a one class you will understand that I am consciousness. You will find there are several doubts, which I am going to invite. But, this will be there. But then next class, then next class. So, over an exposure to the Vedantic teaching, the confusion goes. But the orientation will still persist. I am the body. As you get up. And therefore, alert living is very much required for this. And the knowledge which is gained in two steps called Shravanam and Mananam, listening to the Shastras, and you keep listening till your doubts will go away. That's called Mananam also. So you have clarity of knowledge, no confusion, but the orientation. For that, what is done is contemplation. And this contemplation, basically is of two types. What they say is, what happens in a class, they say. In a class I am with the teaching. Then you are gaining clarity, etc. Yeah. At that time, are you able to say I am consciousness? Yes. Therefore, after the class is over, keep yourself, your mind, soaked in teaching. Then you will definitely be free from the orientation. So the idea of this contemplation is nothing but dwell on the teaching which you have received in these classes. Dwell on that. Once you dwell on that, means your mind is remaining with the teaching, then definitely, this teaching gets percolated into the mind, and where this old habit, etc., is there to take oneself as a body will slowly go away. And therefore, the first type of a contemplation, we call even meditation also, but this is a meditation on the self here, and therefore we call contemplation. Is the first which has been shown even in Yoga Vasishtha also, and it is in the form of a Brahmabhyasa, they call. Abhyasa means exercise. Exercise pertaining to Brahman, exercise pertaining to the self. Self, which is limitless consciousness, is called Brahman in the Vedanta. And therefore, basically, whatever the means are there by which your mind can remain with the teaching is essential. There are several ways. First is listen again. Suppose like this, there are other talks pertaining to like this, the nature of self, etc. You listen again. That's a one. So tat chintanam, you yourself think about the teaching, about the self. Tat kathanam. Tat kathanam means you talk about that to others. When you listen to me, suppose you got a certain matter, and you go somewhere and talk, you find that your clarity is increasing. Because your mind is constantly with the teaching before you talk, naturally. when you receive, of course, it is with the teaching, but when you want to talk about this same subject matter, before 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, it starts, right? It may happen that how different people need a different type of preparation, etc. So, but your mind remains with the teaching. So, tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyam tat prabodhanam. Anyonyam tat prabodhanam means discussion in a peers. Yeah, that's how we have a Gita Vichara group, etc. also, where you discuss this kind of thing. All these are methods, or writing notes while your mind remains there. Reading your own notes, listening again. Several means are there. This is a one way of living an alert life, or life in which, basically you remain with the teaching. Because the classes cannot be for 24 hours. In a class, your mind is nowhere else but with the teaching, and you are definitely gaining also certain thing. After that, you have to remain with the teaching in form of this listening, reading, this, etc., writing, talking, discussion, etc. This is one type of nididhyasanam. And the second type of nididhyasanam is they call it a samadhi abhyasa. Samadhi abhyasa means you sit in a posture of meditation. Generally, in a Vedantic meditation, etc., you don't have to sit in a particular formal way, eyes closed and senses are withdrawn and nothing. You don't need it. So long as your mind remains with the teaching, you can even lie down and even meditate also like that. You can do that. So mental posture is important. But this is called Brahma Abhyasa. But here in a Samadhi Abhyasa, both physical posture and mental posture. Even though physical posture has nothing, Bhagavan talks about this kind of meditation in the 6th chapter. Yeah. Where he says, Shuchau deshe pratisthapya sthiramasanam atmanah natyuchritam nati nicham chailajina kushottaram pranapano samokrutva, etc., etc. Well, you should have an asanam like this, and in a quiet place you should sit, which is clean, etc., and close your eyes. You should not see up and down, etc. Like that. All this. There are certain conditions, physical conditions, etc., which is conducive for meditation. Those kind of things, you do physical posture also, and of course, most important is mental. Primary component is a mental posture, whether I am able to remain with the teaching or not. So, so this is Samadhi Abhyasa, in which, you sit in a formal posture of meditation and also dwell on the teaching. In a Brahma Abhyasa, you are discussing, or you are hearing. You are hearing, suppose somebody's lecture, some Swami's lecture regarding that. You may be lying down and listening also. So, that is a different thing. But both the types of contemplations are there. One is says Brahma Abhyasa, other is a Samadhi Abhyasa. Now, in a Samadhi Abhyasa, when you sit down, then the very first thing is you have to, a Samadhi Abhyasa also has two types now. First is a meditation which is thought-based. Yeah. Meditation which is thought-based. And the second is meditation pertaining to the words used for the Atma in the Upanishad. You dwell upon that, like that. Now I will talk about this first, which is thought-based. Means you take a support of the thought and then withdraw from you focus not on the thought but on the self, which illumines to the thought. I will give you the example so we'll understand. What happens is, suppose there is a marriage hall and there is a function going on. In a marriage hall, it's like this evening, this kind of a thing. In a marriage hall, when there is a function, you see various people come and go. And when they enter also, they will definitely have a certain gestures and they may be meeting after some time. Oh, I'm meeting you after a long time, and this and that. Everything is going on. So people are meeting, some people are meeting others, they are together, some people are arriving, some people are going, and then there are food, there is a food, there are people who are serving it, etc., there are people who are eating it. All this is there. And our attention, suppose I am seeing from a distance, suppose on a Zoom or anything. Well, my attention is who has weared what, suppose. That's what. Women will definitely see what ornaments are there, what saris are there, how the one person talks to other, what kind of, gestures, etc. From that they want to, and what are the food items, etc. All this, our attention is on this kind of things. But our attention never goes to one thing, which is uniform, which is not moving, which is free from all attributes, but without which you will not be able to see anything in the hall. What is that? No. Light. I'm giving example. If light goes, suppose, you will not be able to see anything. But your attention never goes to that all pervading in the hall, that light which is uniform, which is not moving, and which has no attributes. People may have attributes in terms of their looks and their saris and that maybe other dress. So various attributes. What is moving draws your attention. What has a variety draws your attention. What is multiform draws your attention. Light which has no form, right? Uniform. Light which is uniform, which has no variety, and which is not moving, never goes. But because of which your experience is possible of seeing and everything, well, never we pay attention to that. Where you are seeing somebody's ornament, there itself you are experiencing light. In fact, the reflected light comes to you. So you are experiencing light, but your attention is not to that light which is uniform. Your attention is to that name and form, particular name and form, etc. Right? So this is, then we make let us see the difference between the light and other objects. What is the difference? Light never goes, never comes back. People, objects go and come. Light has no form. The objects have a various form. Light does not change. People change. People, objects keep changing. There will be waning and waxing also. Food items are there, you feel that now it is decreasing. You will be able to see everything. Even people's face also sometimes waning and waxing in the hall itself. Everything you see. So you see the change in the objects. Light is free from change. It's a beautiful example. Free from change. Light is not, I will give you 5 points now. Light is not a part of those objects, people, etc. Light is not a product of those people, etc. People have come, they brought light. No. It is already there. And if the people go away, objects go away, the food go away, everything go away, still light is there. Am I right? When they arrive, well, light is there. When they go away, still light is there. Light ever is in the hall. Am I right? Objects come and go. Anyway. So light is not a part of the objects, people. Light is not a product of the objects. Light is not the property of the people or objects. Right? Then light is an independent principle other than these objects. Light is independent principle. And therefore light is not, is limited by just because light pervades a particular object. Therefore light becomes limited. No. Light pervades everyone. And between two people or two objects also there is a light. Right? So this is, definitely, if the people, etc., objects are not there, you may not be able to notice the presence of light. Because generally the light is reflected and you notice. So if objects are not there, suppose you may not be able to notice the light. But it doesn't mean the light is absent. The medium is absent. through which the light gets reflected and you will know the presence, etc. So anyway, so this is an example in a meditation one has to do. First, see this. Now let the example go and meditate like this. Instead of a hall, there is a mind. Compare. Hall. Here there is a mind. Mind also has a wall, suppose. And in that mind, well, there are various people, objects, thoughts, varieties, right? Variety of them. Variety of the people are there. I mean, variety of the thoughts are there. And they come and go. They come and go. And well, let us now start comparing with this. And the consciousness which is there, present in the mind, like light, illumines the coming of the thoughts, going of the thoughts, etc. Thoughts have a variety. The consciousness which illumines it has no variety. The thoughts move, consciousness doesn't move. Thoughts change, consciousness doesn't change. It is exactly like the principle of light, here also the principle of consciousness. Well, the consciousness which is present in the mind illumines everything, all the thoughts. So, therefore, with respect to those thoughts, you are basically a witness. You are witness consciousness, you are witnessing everything, you are illumining everything. In fact, consciousness does not illuminate anything. In presence of consciousness, which is ever there, self-existent, the thoughts are illumined. Sun does not illumine the world. That's a wrong thing. Sun never illumines the world. In presence of sun, the world gets illumined. That's how it is. There is no will on the part of consciousness. To have a will, definitely consciousness or Atma should have a mind. Mind is basically an object of consciousness, and therefore consciousness which is ever present in the mind, well, in presence of that, all the thoughts, objects. Thoughts are in terms of objects only. Right? Flower means in flower thought. All the objects are illumined. So you will come to know as a witness consciousness. This is the first thing. Witness of all the thoughts. And here also the same thing you should apply. Consciousness is not a part of the mind, part of the body, etc. Everything will be ultimately in the form of thought. I am body, etc. also thought. I am senses also thought, etc. Any thought. So consciousness is not a part of the thought. Consciousness is not a product of the thought or object, or consciousness is not the property of the object. It's an independent principle which illumines all the objects. And consciousness, well, is not limited. Since it illumines everything, it pervades everything, like the light pervades. But since the light pervades a given form, therefore light is limited to that? No. Light pervades all objects, and even if objects are not there, well, light still will be there. So light is not limited. Right? Light is all pervading in the hall. Same way the consciousness also is all pervading. It doesn't, even though it pervades, all the thoughts are least pervading, but consciousness pervades everything. So like that, and consciousness, well, definitely, the presence of consciousness is revealed through the mind, well, presence through the witness, etc. And therefore, well, you have to see this. This is the first type of meditation one has to do for a length of time, that I am not the body, etc. I am witness consciousness. This is the first meditation. And once you know that, then the second type of meditation is pertaining to the words used in the Shastra for consciousness. Witness, Sakshi. First is depending upon your issues, depending upon one's emotional issues. Some person says, well, Swamiji, I have one difficulty, that I can't maintain a relationship with anybody. There are people, they cannot go along with anyone, whoever. That person may be having a friendship with many people, but this fellow has some issue. So his complaint is about relationship. Either a fear in relationship, either he feels isolation in relationship, whatever. Yeah. So you have to address Because in the relationship, who is there is, one is me, I. Who is real I, now you know very well. Yeah. Who is real I, you know very well. So you have to take help of that real I. You have to draw your strength, emotional strength, knowing that reality. You have to bring into awareness this thing, that I am the one who is really speaking free from any relationship. I accommodate everything. Everything exists in me, but basically I am free from everything. All the objects come and go, people come and go. Well, I am the one who lends existence to everything, reveal everything, but I am actually free from everything. Yeah. And therefore, this asangatvam, etc., asangoham, etc., well, so that is where, when you say I am body, mind, sense complex, then definitely you have come down to the different level about yourself. And as when you say I, you equate yourself, or you evaluate yourself with respect to body, mind, sense complex, then there will not be a freedom from emotional disturbance. No, not at all. So basically your consciousness, that's your reality. In a transaction, well, in any relationship, well, you definitely transact through the mind, through body, etc., senses, but you are basically consciousness, all pervading consciousness, which is one, in fact, one, without second. Therefore, there is nothing else to relate to also. So this is a asangatvam has to be meditated like this. Second is a silence. Yeah, silence. Everyone wants silence. Especially after few hours of talking. Even Swami talks, then also we feel now he should stop. He should stop it. Everyone wants silence. People think silence is there somewhere outside. It's not there outside. And even if it is there, it's an absence of sound. But sometimes absence of sound is there, nothing is there, then there some other issues will arise. Like in a home, sometimes you are alone there. But you don't like. You just don't like. Especially when the wife goes away for a few days, then this person remains outside to his friend's house and everywhere. Just person doesn't like that, he feels a loneliness. Yeah. There's a big difference between aloneness and loneliness. Big difference. And nowadays the issue, very big issue, is of loneliness. Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to talk into that right now. But that is also addressed with this. But anyway, what is silence? Yeah. I am the one who illumines all the sounds. Right? Any sound. Sounds vary. But the consciousness which illumines, well, definitely is one. And any sound, it's a sound of a music, sound of a child, sound of a bird, sound of a coughing of a person. Well, all will definitely exist in consciousness. Without consciousness, one cannot prove the existence of any sound. So in all sounds, I am equally, uniformly present. Pervading all the sounds, I am present. You cannot separate the sound and consciousness. Try. Sound and consciousness. Source of sound may be somewhere else, but the sound and consciousness. And even in the source of sound and consciousness, well, you say that there is a distance in terms of space, but the space itself exists in consciousness. And therefore, really speaking, sound is non-separate from the consciousness. All the sounds are totally pervaded by consciousness. And when the sound is not there, you are also not there. It's not. To even reveal the absence of sound, you are very much there. So what obtains in silence is you, actually. What obtains in silence, absence of sound, is you. You are silence. You are very much silence. And therefore, that's your nature. Consciousness is silence. That's how in Mandukya Upanishad it is said, Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vigneya. Atma is of the nature of silence. But Swamiji, we want a silence of the mind. Silence of the mind you may be able to achieve, will not stay long, because it is in the form of a thought, and that will always go. It's momentary. But the silence centered on you will never go away. In fact, the disturbance of the mind is revealed by that silent consciousness, right? By the silence. So by nature you are silence, and therefore nobody can take away your silence. You should know that. So this is also one of our goal. We have everything, but somehow we want some peace in our life. Yeah, peace in our life. Silence means peace. We want peace. So when you are with yourself, you are peaceful also. You know very well. Even when your mind, well, I'm going to talk about it a little later, but a little later means how much you want. just one or two words I want to. Anyway, let's stop silence. Third is happiness. I'm of the nature of happiness. How? Just you have to visualize that I am smiling. You have to visualize yourself that you are smiling. When you are smiling, what really is smiling? Mind is smiling, right? When you are smiling, your mind is complaining? No. That is a modern way of looking. People smile to each other, but that's not. I'm saying when you are real smiling, not a show. When you are smiling, your mind is smiling. When your mind is smiling, what is that mind? The mind which is not, which is at ease. The mind which is not wanting. The mind which is not projecting. The mind which is not feeling any sense of lack. Mind which doesn't have any want. Such a mind is at peace with itself. Is a smiling mind. Am I right or wrong? And what is that thing which is free from lack actually? What is that which is free from any want? What is that which is of the nature of ease, silence, etc.? Well, that is oneself. I am present in the mind. When mind becomes free from the want, projection, and lack, etc., then that mind abides in the self. The self which is present, the Atma, the consciousness which is present in the mind, well, the mind abides. So basically, you are very much there in the mind, but because of a condition of the mind called a wanting, mind is projecting something, wanting something, at that time, in those conditions, the happiness of the nature of the self, the fullness of the nature of the self, does not as though manifest. So when you are smiling, really speaking, what is present is you. And that is how when the mind abides in the self, or when even the mind resolves also in the self, in a deep sleep state, you have a joy. Or when it abides in the self, everything is non-separate from the self. Everything derives existence from the self. Self, the consciousness is present in the mind. And therefore, well, you only, when the condition changes, well, the self manifests. That is what is happening. When I say, well, you become free from the sense of smallness, it need not be. One need not be a happy person by getting a desirable object. Need not be. If that is the case, all your desires should be fulfilled, then only you will become happy. That's not the case. Even all your desires are not fulfilled, you see yourself a happy person. Just somebody cracks a joke, or you see a child lying on its back and seeing the ceiling and laughing. Seeing that child, you laugh. Or you go to the nature, you see something and well, definitely you become a happy person. Right? When you go to the nature. Therefore, it is not true that by fulfilling the desire, I become happy. Sometimes you do not become happy also. You may repent. Why did I fulfill such a desire? You know the experience of sin. I don't want to go into that. So by fulfilling desire, we become happy. It's not the case. By not fulfilling desire, also we become happy. That shows this happiness comes from something else, not from dead objects. And in that moment of joy, for a moment, that sense of smallness, sense of lack, etc., drops off. Your mind basically abides into the self. Yeah. So abiding mind is a condition where the self manifests. But Swamiji, if it's a nature of happiness, but we feel the happiness changes. Like you see, when you see a person, which you like very much, just by remembering you get a joy. When that person comes in front, well, the joy increases. And when you, well, hug the person, the joy further increases, right? So, Swamiji, then if it is my nature, then it cannot be a variation. Yeah, that variation is in the way thoughts, in the mind, in particular thoughts. The happiness manifestation, like the medium, depending upon the medium, while the things manifest will appear different. Like a sun appears in a muddy water and appear in a clear water, well, you will find a difference. So definitely it's due to thoughts, not due to the Atma, which is of nature of happiness, varies. No. It's all the time uniform. It's a nature of fullness. So like that. And then Atma is Nitya, etc. Many things are there. But one has to pay attention to that. Atma is, well, free from the doership and enjoyership, etc. Doership always brings a guilt. Why did I do this and why did not I do this? And even the Bhoktrutvam means an experience. You experience certain thing, you get joy. When you experience certain thing, well, you feel hurt, especially the behavior of the other person. Yeah. When you go in the morning for a walk, you see a person. Every day he says hi or Hari Om, whatever. And today, well, he saw me that I am also going in that direction. He changed. He went to the other side. That's it. That's it. Why you should become unhappy? Also, I experienced it. If you take yourself as an experiencer, which is nothing but a consciousness, of course, but then mind and senses together also, which is of course not a real thing, but then, well, then you become unhappy. Just because you are consciousness, free from even experiencerhood, even doership, etc. I don't want to go. So you become free from hurt and guilt. Hurt and guilt are like a corrosive. People even repent after many years. Yeah. People have a guilt for a number of years. People who feel hurt, they feel hurt after many years also. Remembering the incident. Remembering the incident. Remembering the incident. So this is what she said, right? Where is this applicable? What is the samsara? You can understand. This is all haunting. Irrespective of your wealth, your position, your education, irrespective of your social status, these things will never go. You have to address this issue centered on I. A wrong understanding about yourself brings all. A correct understanding about yourself removes all. Or what you are searching in your life, a self which is, everything you want to achieve for yourself ultimately. When you see yourself a fulfilled person, complete person, well, you have achieved everything. And you are already fulfilled person. You are not to become fulfilled. No one can become complete person. Anything you become will lead you to further becoming. Further becoming. So Vedanta says, the problem is you. Questions? Any question?